Today is day 135 of the podcast, and I want to deal with the fact that dying to self is different than asceticism. Asceticism means severe self-discipline and avoidance of all forms of self-indulgence. It's usually for religious reasons, and it's an extreme abstinence or austerity. It's basically a harsh treatment of the body with the idea rooted in there that the body is basically evil. With asceticism, I would be prescribing what my practices and activities should be in order to please God, thinking that self-denial is the means of gaining His approval and drawing nearer to Him. Instead of something that I can prescribe and plan out, lay out ahead of time, it's more like an opportunity that I receive as the Lord desires to live His life through me differently than I would live out my life for myself. It's really an exchange of life if I'm willing to lay my life down and pick up His. It's a change point. One of the best ways to recognize the cross is, where is someone or something crossing my will? And then yielding myself at that moment in time to the direction, the voice of the Lord, and what He would do through me in that moment. I want to read to you this exchange taking place between Jesus and His Father, and I'm going to read to you from Matthew 26, starting in verse 36. Then Jesus came with them to a place called Gethsemane and said to His disciples, "Sit here while I go over there to pray." And He took with Him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee and began to be grieved and distressed. And then He said to them, "My soul is deeply grieved to the point of death. Remain here and keep watch with me." And He went a little beyond them and fell on His face and prayed, saying, "My Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me, yet not as I will, but as Thou wilt." And then in verse 42, and He went away again a second time and prayed, saying, "My Father, if this cannot pass away unless I drink it, Thy will be done." We're taught to pray this way in the Lord's Prayer. So here's today's question for you. Was your will crossed this week? And how did you deal with it?